What's up, guys? I'm out at the Norcross Library. We are getting very close to opening. I'm down in the parking deck. We painted all these columns different colors to kind of make the parking lot a little less drab. Today it's raining, so it really does add a lot of color. But yeah, this is a fantastic little parking structure. Got 130 some odd parking spaces, so it's very close to being complete down here. Over in the corner will be the main entry into the library. Now, some of the things we've done, this is a LEED facility. We've actually provided some infrastructure for gates into the parking deck over time. I don't know if you'll have to show your library card to park here. It'll be interesting, but it allows for that in the future. Here we've got infrastructure for 3 vehicle charging stations, and that's actually a LEED point, so we'll get a credit for that. And then who knows, at some point maybe they'll install those charging stations. Here's our glass elevator, and it's really doing what we intended for it to do. You can see right through it up onto the street. This is a half flight of stairs up to the sidewalk. You can see here the windows into the workroom. We designed that for security so the workroom people could see who all's coming up the street. Buford Highway is in the distance. Heavily trafficked road. It's very suburban here. It's interesting. Venturi would probably have commented a little more than we did with this building. Just a lot of strip shopping centers along Buford Highway. Here's our elevator entrance onto the sidewalk. In front of you is the circular drop-off, and the park is up in the distance. So we were able just now to walk underneath the overhang and not get wet. We did that very deliberately. It does get a little tight up here, but there is a path to get into the library underneath the overhang. So this is our exterior room. The benches are being completed. We need to get some plantings in here. They have, looks like they've got the tops installed. So there'll be a bench that you can sit at and a worktop that you can do some work at. The city has cleaned up the view of the park. There was a lot of landscaping that had grown up over the course of construction. We still need to put some sod out. Good morning. This is our raised deck. Really looks nice.
On the wall.
So all the plantings in,
On the wall.
and the benches are in as well. Norcross is known for this fantastic fountain that they have and splash pad. It's interesting, the splash pad's not on today. I don't know if it just comes on at certain times or weather. The old city is just up over the hill. In the lobby, we use the same Frank Lloyd Wright trick that he used in a lot of his buildings, especially Roby House. And the idea is that you compress people at the entry in order to expand them into the main space. A very experiential path into the building. Again, we have the grayish blue ceiling. Over here are going to be Amazon lockers. I really don't exactly know everything that you use an Amazon locker for, but I believe what you can do is you can order something and it can be delivered to the locker and you come and pick it up at the library. Over here on the right is going to have a lot of our LEED plaques and everything. We've got a info screen right here, and then you pop into the main library space. So you come through this lowered ceiling area and you're expanded into the main space. Over here on the left are our restrooms. Again, we tried to wrap in different materials every place that you enter throughout the building. This is holds right here. We've got a checkout kiosk, and then the main computer area is on the other side. So there'll be a check-in computer here along with the copier print station. The views onto the park are just fantastic. They have the bench cushions in. We've got some periodical shelves that'll go in on the right here. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But the view is fantastic out onto the park and the landscape. Our living room is in the back corner. I think we ended up with 22 public computers. We do have some teen computers that'll go in. Really fun Apple monitors here too, all the different colors. So you can see the 2 study rooms. Here are the teen computers. So this is kind of a little teen area that is within the larger area. It'll be defined a little bit more once the shelving goes in. So each of these spaces are wrapped in color, and we continued that color in the signage. Turned out really nice. And then we've got these fun corner details of color in there as well. This is the Makerspace. Again, all these colors signify entry. Really looks nice. I think my favorite though is wrapping on the underside of the knife edge. For whatever reason, it's a very cubic kind of experience. Here in the purple, we continue that on the back wall. Really love that. And then in the meeting room, we've got all the colors together on the far wall. Really super nice. Children's computers are in front. This checkout kiosk is over in the corner with the purple. Oh yeah, look at this. So this is our iPad station right here. We put felt on the wall. So what you'll do is, I can't remember, there's either 4 or 5 iPads, and they will just sit it back on the shelf after they use it. They're attached to a cord so they don't walk out of the library. And we framed this opening out of the wood as well. Really turned out nice. Got a cool corner window, felt here that wraps up, and then a really neat corner seat. Again, this is a very Frank Lloyd Wright opening of the corner element here, and putting the built-in seating as well. You can go and look at falling water. A lot of his houses, he did this exact same built-in seating. Got a little detail to figure out here on the corner. And you have some views out onto the plaza from here as well. And then these great views of Buford Highway. To me, I can see kids just looking out the windows and watching the traffic go by. You can see our landscaping down below. We have very little grass in this project. The red in the corner will have some cushions on them. There are some pegs that go on the wall, and the cushions will actually hang on the pegs. So each of those cushions are round to continue the round theme here. So this area again is all red, really looks nice. And once the library opens, they've kind of got the shades down right now. Once the library opens, they're going to have the shades up probably full time. The idea being that as somebody is driving along Buford Highway, they can see some activity inside the library that piques their interest, and they're more likely to go inside. And then once they're inside, hopefully you can encourage them to come back. So yeah, that's it. This is a 22,000 square foot library. It's probably on the medium size of libraries. You do have some libraries that are smaller, and you do have some libraries that are larger. But this is kind of in the sweet spot of what a branch library is. Again, you can see this knife edge detail. Here we have continued that throughout the entire space, and that is a Frank Lloyd Wright ripoff as well. That is meant to continue the eye from inside to outside. So that blurring of inside to outside, you can see that on a lot of his houses. Falling Water again is one that's on, and he actually used it as sort of a ledge. You can see that he, in his own house at Taliesin, he sat dishes and different things up on it. So just a little detail pulling in. I think we are in our postmodernist phase right now. Postmodernism is kind of coming back in style, and you see a lot of architects experimenting with appropriating forms. And so we have kind of adopted that thinking in how we design libraries. Great layering of space here, being able to see all the way through to the park. That's part of the lead strategies, is those daylights and views. So this building here, you can really see a window from pretty much any location inside the library. But yeah, guys, that's it. If you guys haven't taken the chance to like the video, I'd appreciate you doing that. That support is greatly appreciated. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, if you could do that as well. But we will see you next time.